I just spent 2 months building this massive gap jump, and Tyler here is going to be the first person ever to ride it.
It's a long transition.
But I'll let you in on a secret. I don't know if it's going to work.
He's kidding.
I've never built a jump with a gap in it like this before. But let's rewind first. About a year ago, we built 4 massive features at Howler Bike Park. And although there were some pain points, that hurt, I loved everything we built there. So you can imagine my excitement when I got a call from Howler to build again. But there was something odd about it. The owner told me, "We want you back in February to build something way crazier than last year." Of course, I said, "Heck yes, what are we building?" She replied, "I don't know. The builders are keeping it a secret from me. They say they'll only tell you once you get here." Naturally, I packed my bags as fast as I could and hit the road. But I'd soon discover another secret waiting for me at the park. First day back at Howler, and the road, it's just a big sheet of ice. I'm about to make an attempt to drive up this thing with my trailer and wood. Good energy here. We're gonna make it up it, no issue. All right, we're slipping already. Jesus. Oh man, I don't like this. Come on, work breaks. Work breaks. I hate this. Okay, we're getting decent grip now that we're in the gravel. Holy oh, wow. Slid all the way back. That is the trailer. I nearly wiped out the goddamn gate the first day back. After letting a few days pass, I made it no problem, of course. And now Endo and I were about to find out what the secret feature actually was. At the top.
Doing like a dish right hip thing off of it. Down the ride line right here. Terraform into this hillside and build like a little bit of a catch. Yeah, just above this is your knuckle.
Yep.
Yeah.
In non-trail builder terms, what Jeff is telling me is we're about to build a gap jump with a massive landing that will cause even the best riders like Tyler from the beginning to hesitate. But what makes this feature more scary to ride than this? Well, if you come up short here, you're either smashing into a massive log or falling an additional 13 feet onto the rock surface below. So needless to say, I had a lot of pressure on me to build this thing right. Oh my God. So, first things first, we need to clear out the area so we can get a better look at what we're going to build on. Now, I know it looks like we're just mowing down the forest, but almost every cedar tree we cut, I'll peel the bark off of and use for the project, which is a lot of work. Not fun. And after about a week of that, what did we have for our efforts? A big slab of rock with icing on top. And that icing was mud. Lots and lots of mud. And after a little frustration, that sucks, I managed to get everything marked out and then started getting our post bases attached to the bedrock.
So much mud. Ridiculous, man.
Normally, I'd be pouring concrete right now to attach the feature to, but when you have bedrock like this below your feet, all you have to do is drill a hole and shove these bolts in it that are designed to stay in rock. And now that we had some post bases attached, it was time to make an attempt to stand up these massive logs.
Are we just gonna try to stand it up by hand, or should we strap it up?
We could give her a go by hand first, but
Just see what happens.
I tell you what, try doing anything to it.
I know, it's heavy.
Heavy. So just go real slow. Okay. Keep coming.
Stop right there and just start backing up. No, don't let go. No. Yeah, I can't back up. Don't let go. Come help.
Ready?
1, 2. Oh, I'm losing it. There we go. Are you actually losing it?
You want to drop your bucket on top of it?
I can do that. Yeah.
Yep. Here you go.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Beside nearly being crushed, I'd say that was a success. And the other posts went up embarrassingly easy in comparison.
Alright. Pretty good.
And beside a mild amount of sketchiness, we were able to get this massive crossbeam up without much issue.
A little bit?
Oh,
while he's sitting on that. Whoa.
All right, I'm going. Woo! Can we make it just like a foot taller?
And with the heaviest part of the feature done, I was able to pick up the pace and get the rest of my posts up. Now, as hard as it was standing up all the logs, I'd stand up 100 more if it meant I wouldn't have to put these cross members on. Woo! That's because each one of them is extremely time consuming due to the fact that they get a totally custom wood joint that cradles the log almost like a huge hand. To do each one, I'll start by getting the log temporarily in place. Then we'll take our log scribe and transfer the top log shape onto the bottom post. With that line there, we can now use our chainsaw to carve down to it and remove all this excess. When that's done, you can throw your log back on there and see if it fits. Most of the time, it doesn't, and you'll have to scribe and saw again. But as you get better, you'll get a nice fit like this your first go. And with that one done, I just rinse and repeat that process through the whole feature until all of the cross members are up. At this point, we needed to add some real bracing or else this whole thing might fall over. And I had something special planned for the front. Since we had these 3 huge, strong cedars at the entrance, like some metaphor about the strength you needed to attempt the feature, I had to do something equally strong looking. So, I took from the Vikings and did some Norwegian-style timber framing. Well, it didn't turn out as strong looking as I thought it would, but I really liked it. And with that done, I got the rest of my bracing up so we could start on the runners. Ow! To make sure this feature felt super smooth to ride, I carved a radius into the board so it would feel like butter transitioning from the landing into the flatter portion of the feature. And after that, the rest of the boards went up in no time and we could finally start decking this thing. Well, first I had to get all the decking down there. And if you think trail building is all fun and games, try carrying boards up and down a muddy hill for 5.5 hours. Then see what you think, because it definitely drove me near insanity.
Oh yeah! 5.5 hours of moving wood. Oh, I got wood brain. I got bad wood brain.
And now that we had all the wood down there, it was time to deck this massive thing. The landing turned out perfect, but now we need to whip up a ramp to get you onto it, which is actually the key factor in whether or not Tyler will float gracefully to the landing or get bucked from his bike and sent to Valhalla. Ramps are easy enough to make, but also very easy to mess up. So I first consulted with the Mcgill guys who had much more experience with huge gap jumps like this.
5-foot transition, 10-foot transition, 14-foot long transition for a 5-foot lift. It's chilling. 4 or 5 bike lengths.
Massive radius on this first half.
Is a little juicy. Yeah.
Now, again, if you're not a trail builder, this definitely just sounds like nonsense. But I knew exactly what to build after this conversation. So I dove right into making what I thought would get you to the landing in one piece. Or so I hoped. See, I'm not just building any old ramp. I really take my time to make something that matches and looks just as cool as our landing we made. And while you watch me build the rest of this thing, I'd like to officially say that I want to come build cool stuff just like this for you too. If you haven't figured it out yet, I started a full-time trail building company last year, and just recently I got myself a big old trailer so I can travel around and build wherever I want. So if you want a ramp like this in your hometown or even your backyard, just check out my website in the description below and reach out to me. Anyway, now we've got a ramp, and it's finally time to see if it gets you to the landing or not.
It's a long transition.
Yeah.
Super mellow.
Stay there, buddy. Stay there.
Oh, it's so slow to the turn.
Come on. Come on. Keep going. Yo!
That was smooth.
Oh!